Another tank on a chatterbait. Back-to-back donkeys.
Donkey Slayer, dude. Kiss that boy.
Look at the size of this pig.
Outdoor junkie style, boy. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, what are you guys doing?
What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Outdoor Junkeez. And today we're not on the lake. We're not sneaking in the golf courses. We're not even fishing, if you can believe it or not. Today we're going to be talking about bug out bags. There's really not a better time to talk about these bug out bags than right now. I know we're in this crazy pandemic, and you know, people are getting sick, and we have all these issues to worry about. And it's a crazy time. Basically a bag that I would like to keep at home, in the truck, maybe in the office if you actually had to get home. Maybe you don't know what you're going to run into. Maybe roads can be blocked off and you wouldn't be able to get to your destination. It's great to have a bag that you're going to feel comfortable in, and a bug out bag is something super important to have. I don't know, whatever you guys want to call them, bug out bags, get home bags, whatever the case is. But facing this pandemic that we are in right now, I feel like it's super critical for everyone to do their part, really do that social distance. I feel like really that's going to be the key. You know, you guys obviously know washing your hands and staying, you know, 6 feet apart, from 6 to 8 feet apart from everybody, is a super good idea. I know jobs are closed. It's just a crazy time, and I didn't know a better time to do this video. I'm actually a closet prepper. I always have been since, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. I always had backup food. I've always had bug out bags, but I feel like certain things are super important to have. And this is something just to make you feel comfortable if you had to leave your home or get home. Or for me, for instance, like my parents live in Vegas. If I had to leave California and shoot out to my parents' house real quick, I would grab this bag, grab my supplies, know everything is in it, and feel confident that I can get there safely. And you know, if I had to camp out, if I had to, you know, maybe the road was closed and I couldn't get through and I kind of had to figure out some kind of situation, guys. This is something that we should all have and be prepared for. So let's get into it. So here's my backpack that I like to use. I really kind of threw this bag together off my hiking, backpacking stuff. Some survival kits that I kind of put together to feel confident in any kind of situation that I was in. Let's start off with the backpack. This is the North Face Hydra 26. It's a great backpack for hiking, but I kind of turned it into my bug out bag. And one of my favorite things about this bag itself is all the adjustments that you can make to feel comfortable. So all this weight is not destroying your shoulders or your hips. This bag is sized to me. They do come in different sizes. I don't want to get too much detail into the bag, but the best thing I like about this bag, it doesn't look too tactical, right? Kind of looks kind of low key. I don't know, man. It's a smaller backpack, and that's really what I was concentrating on, really just having the supplies that I need in here. Now, some of it is kind of overkill, but I decided to put it in here. So let's get into this bag first. I'm going to open this boy up. And this is the outside bag here. They got a little outside pouch out here. Here's a couple things that I like to have. You know, just a hat, right, for the sunny days. A towel, but I feel like I'd rather have too much than too little. So I got a couple tarps here for shelters if I had to make a shelter by any means. Hopefully I wouldn't have to. But you never know if these streets are blocked off and they're not letting me through, or just to have it, just to feel safe. I know I can get into a shelter. It will keep me out of the conditions. I have what I need to stay protected from the winds, rain, whatever the thing may be. And that's what I like to have. So we got our tarps there, a couple tarps. Here's a little footprint that I use so I can lay that down on the floor. Let's open up this bag and let's get inside here. We have a little side pouch and basically some toiletries. This is I really use for my backpacking. A little shovel if I have to take a poop, you know, and have to dig a hole. Some wipes. And guys, these things are awesome. These are actually toilet paper. If you take some water and you pour it into this little capsule, it opens up to a towel, and they work great. They work super great. I really use this if I'm out backpacking, but I decided to throw it in this bag to have it. So let's put that there. Now let's get inside and see what we got. Right up on top of my bag, I love to have my first aid kit. I don't suggest you guys buying a first aid kit. I feel like the ones that you buy from the stores really don't work that well if you cut your hand open, or you know, everything's so small and tiny. I don't feel comfortable with that. So this is one that I made, and I'll just open it up real quick. You know, I got some gauze pads, big pads, just in case. You know, I had a bad experience once. So I was out on a trail, and I was about 6 miles out, and I was cutting a piece of rope, and I cut my finger open, and it was pretty bad. So ever since then, I was like, forget that. I'd rather make my own first aid kit, and all I had were these little shitty little band-aids, and really they wouldn't have worked. So ever since then, I learned my lesson. So I got some gauze pads, some different sizes, larger ones, smaller ones. Plus, you don't know, maybe you come across someone that may be hurt, you're able to help that person along as well. Just a little wrap, some band-aids, some tweezers, you know. We have some vitamin C pills just in case, some Pepto-Bismol pills, some tape, emergency blanket, guys, is just super important to have in your bag. Just some sterilizing stuff, all kinds of little stuff in here. Little more band-aids and eye wipes, guys. These eye wipes are phenomenal. You might get something in your eye. These wipes really clean your eye really, really well. If you guys buy these from Walgreens, these things are unbelievable. We got some Tylenol, some ointments to put on your finger if you cut it. Some Advil, cold and sinus, guys. Guys, this is a must-have. Duct tape. I made my own little duct tape just to kind of keep it lightweight. I'll have duct tape throughout this whole bag. Really, it's in my first aid kit just so I could kind of wrap up some gauze if I had to. The duct tape works really, really good for multiple different things, as you guys know. We got some butterfly stitches in here, because last time when I did cut my finger, I definitely needed stitches. Thank God I did have some butterfly stitches in my bag, and it worked out that way. But guys, do not buy them. Go ahead and make your own first aid kit. This is probably the most important thing that you have. Some gloves, some more tape. Really, that's it, guys. This is all important things that I feel like you guys should have for a first aid kit. I really don't feel like you guys should buy first aid kits. They're just garbage, man. I've bought them before, and I was just like, man, I wish I didn't, because everything they had in that first aid kit I didn't even use. It was a nightmare when I cut myself backpacking just because I wasn't prepared. So ever since then, I made my own. All right, let's see what's in here next. I got some dry sacks. I have so many dry sacks in here. They work so good for so many different things. You can store water in here. Obviously, they keep all your stuff dry. And here is basically some quick little food. Some food in here, guys. Some Mountain House lasagna. We got some chili mac. What is this? Chili mac with beef. This stuff is awesome, guys. I don't know if you guys tried these Mountain Houses. Guys, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but they are so good. So good. So I got 2 of those in there. A couple ramen noodles. Can't leave home without coffees. And these are nice. The cream and sugar's already in it. I got these from Trader Joe's. They work great. Couple little snacks. Just in case I don't have time to sit down and make some food, I'm ready to go. Little snacks. My seasoning. I got all kinds of stuff in here, but it's ready to go and makes everything taste much better. All right, next. In here's my little air pump that I use. These air pumps work phenomenal if you guys do use sleeping pads versus sitting there blowing your pad. You can actually use this and they work great. And the cool thing about this, they help you start fires really, really well. You just turn it on. They work great. This I use for my sleeping pad. Let's see what else we got in here. We got a Camelback, and these are super awesome, obviously, to store water if we had to. I do practice redundancy a lot when it comes to fire starting, holding water, stuff like that. Redundancy is the key. Have multiple different things that you can do to start fires or drink water. Super, super important. And this is, like I said, guys, just in case you need it, super important to have in your backpack. Okay, guys, and here is kind of like my survival kits, all kinds of cool little stuff in there. Little waterproof bag. You know, large battery. Battery's good. You can start fires with this, actually. Multiple different things with a battery. We got some hand warmers. Bandana, super important, guys. Cover your face. If you had to, it makes really good fire tinder as well. And here's kind of like my little fishing kit if I had to. Just some hooks, some little baits in there. If I had to, you know, survive and catch some fish out of somewhere, I at least had something to eat. I know, guys, I'm going cuckoo over here, right? In here, we got some little pellets. We have some little BBs. We have some wire, some zip ties. Who knows what I need it for, but I have it just in case. Flashlight. Lots of batteries, guys. I keep a lot of batteries just in case. Super important. Some smaller bungees. These little bracelets work really, really well as well. It got a little compass. Cool thing is it has a whistle, and you actually have string if you need it. Some chapstick. Guys, this chapstick is super awesome. You can actually start fires with this chapstick as well. Redundancy is one thing that I do a lot in here. Little multi-tool, little knives, screwdrivers, pliers, the whole shebang. Glow stick for whatever, just in case you guys want to party. You know, you guys have a glow stick in handy. I don't know what I would use it for, but maybe to signal, maybe just a little bit of light if I don't want something too bright, if I wanted to stay quiet and out of everybody's way. A little knife sharpener. This thing's awesome, so you can keep all your knives and everything sharpened and ready to go. A little slingshot thing. I don't know why I have it in here, but I thought it was something cool. If I had to kill a bird or some squirrels or whatever I had to do to survive to eat. In here, more duct tape with a razor blade and more batteries. Basically, that's just a little kit that I keep in here. I throw it all in here. Just like I said, guys, I'd rather carry too much than too little. Next thing we're going to get into. Well, obviously, guys, we got another dry sack. Super, super critical. I can do so many different things with this dry sack. I already told you that, but I'll have a lot of dry sacks. Does it put on more weight? Absolutely, but once again, I'd rather have it and get rid of it. Okay, and here, let's start in here. Multiple different ways to start fires. We got some tinder in here. We got a couple candles. It's a little fire block, and you can actually use these to cook on. They actually last about 8 to 10 minutes of flame. So that works pretty good. You can boil up some water pretty quickly or help you start a fire, you know. Some more tinder. Some cotton balls. Super good stuff to start fires quickly. Obviously a lighter. Some waterproof matches. Guys, you guys need yourself a good flint. I have 3 different ways to start fires easily just right here. Guys, understand redundancy is the key, guys. Be safe out there, okay? Let's go ahead and let's keep going in this bag. I got a couple spoons in here. Got a little coffee pot in here, just in case. I got a little soap. I got some foil. I got a little SOS pad if I wanted to make myself a quick little coffee. The MSR Pro, guys. This thing is called the Pocket Rocket. It's a mini stove. Guys, these things work outstanding. Now, they are a little loud, so if you're somewhere that needs to be quiet, you will not want to use this. You want to use something a little less loud if you wanted to stay low key. This will get your water to a boil within 2 minutes. These things are unbelievable. I swear by these. I love this thing. It's awesome. Okay. Then we're going to keep going in here. I have a little pot in here as well. You can flop this guy open. You can boil your water. And in here I keep my gas for my MSR Pro. So this thing works awesome. Keep it in here. Slide it in here. It doesn't make too much noise. Usually I do keep an extra lighter in here, but I think I used it. Go ahead, I'll put this back in. Sorry guys. Guys, I'm trying to make this video not too long for you guys. But there's a lot of stuff to talk about, you know. What else do we got in here? Some more fire tinder, starter fire. Some more of these little cubes that work really good. I'll have these throughout my bag just to know that I have them. Another bandana. I'll have these. And then this thing is pretty cool, guys. This is actually a little stove. You pop this down on the floor. I bought this from Walmart, super cheap. I would only use this if I absolutely had to. Like if the MSR Pro is a little loud and I needed something quiet, I can actually sit this down and put one of these, I could take one of these cubes, put it in there, light it, and I can get my stuff to boil really quickly. Or I can also use it, put a little wood in there, start a fire. Just something kind of cool. Just like I said, I wouldn't really take this backpacking with me, but yeah, super important to have if you're ever in a situation. Okay, that's pretty much it for that. Guys, we got more dry sacks. I I know you guys are probably like, Billy, what are you going to do with all these dry sacks? Man, this is for multiple different uses. We got some stakes, like I said, a little overkill. We got some rope. If I had to build a shelter or tie something up, make a trap, whatever works, I can use it so many different ways. A little handsaw. Obviously, guys, we got to have a flask. I mean, you never know when you need to have a drink. What else? Just a little, this is actually an old belt, but I figured I can use this old belt as a strap of some sort if I needed it. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got in here. We got myself a little pillow if I had to sleep in the car or on the floor outside, whatever, I'll have a little comfort. And here's just kind of my toiletries. We don't got to open that. Just shampoos, toothpaste, stuff like this. Once again, this is a little bit of overkill. In this bag, I also have mosquito repellent, and I also have some sunblock in here. Right here is my sleeping pad. Guys, if you ever have to sleep outside, especially when it's cold, a sleeping pad with some art value is super important. This is really not a super high-end one, but it's not a low-end one. Climate makes it. It's a pretty great sleeping pad. I've used this in all kinds of cold and wet conditions, and it always worked out pretty good and super reliable. So I think that's really it. So that is really it, what I keep in the bag itself. In here, you know, waterproof stuff. I have some waterproof pants, rain jacket, a sweater, all light gear though, super light gear, stuff to keep you super dry. An extra underwear, socks, stuff like that, just in case I needed it. This is the bag that I would actually use if I had to. In the front of my bag in here, you can keep a pistol in here if you had to, and it's easy access. All the stuff that I know that I need in front of me for easy access, I feel safe when it's in front of me. There's another North Face product. Let's open up this little side pouch here. In here, you know, if I had to cover my mouth or my face, I have one of these guys in here. A little towel, you know, wipe my face, hands, whatever. Cover my face, cover my mouth if I had to. Now let's go ahead, let's jump in the first zip here. Okay, we got some safety glasses. Some more water containers if I needed something. I don't really use these backpacking, but they were super good to use if you're in a pinch. Just another thing that you can carry water in if you had to. And I got a water filtration system as well. I have a Sawyer water filtration. These work really good. You can actually screw this onto your water bottle, drink it right out, or you can use these bags. These bags suck, but they do work good for holding water. You know, the syringe is really good as well. Clean your filter when you're done. If you had to pull some water out, you know, you were able to. You don't need this with you, but it's nice to have if you needed it. I like to have things that make me feel safe, so I always pack more than I need. So yeah, just to give you a heads up. So that's what we got. Some water purification, probably the most important thing to have. And here, guys, is my little battery holders. I got multi different battery packs. I got 3 battery packs in here, some chargers, some plugs if I needed to charge up my charging system as well. I did wish I purchased a solar powered one. I feel like those are super awesome. Something I am going to be getting though pretty shortly. Super important to have, because then you don't got to worry about charging your things. Solar power is the way to go. But backup battery powers, you got to charge your phones. Super important to have. In here we have a mask, a little mask if I needed it. Some gloves. An extra little knife, you know, a little fillet knife, really good if I had to, you know, use a knife for anything. And if I had to fillet a fish, maybe I was hungry, I had to go catch a fish, fillet that dude, cook them. I can cook them with everything I have right here, guys. Extra knife. Another little multi-tool. This one's a little bit on the cheaper end, but you know what? It works really good. It's got knives, screwdrivers, so that works pretty good. What else do we got in here? In my front pouch, I have a AK-47 cold steel knife. This is my favorite knife. I've had it for a super long time. Super lightweight, super good in the hand too, man. Super good in the hand. Works great, man. If you're really in a situation to protect yourself, obviously you know, a gun would be our best bet. And just another extra little headlight. This is This is the pouch that I would keep with my necessities being in my front, my backpack being on my back, and I have everything I need, guys. I know this might seem like it's a little bit of overkill, and it probably is, but once again, guys, I love to be that person that's super prepared. I really wanted to show you guys my bug out bag, my get home bag, my emergency bag, whatever you guys want to call it. I know in this channel we do a lot of fishing. Primarily, we are definitely a fishing channel. We do a lot of backpacking reviews. I'm actually going to start doing more. If you guys want to see some more backpacking reviews, maybe some bug out gear, you guys let me know. I'm not a professional whatsoever, but I am a person that loves to be prepared, and I feel like you guys should be prepared. And I feel like this is something everybody should have in their home, in their office, in their cars. So that is really the end of today's video. If you guys are new to this channel, what are you guys doing? Take your finger, smash that subscribe button. Definitely hit that notification bell, guys. Make sure you guys are taking precaution, keeping yourself clean, keeping yourself protected, taking care of your families. Please be safe and please be prepared, guys. I appreciate all the love and support. Deuces.
I had a different agenda. Switch out the focus, it's not for the kid. Used to be rapping in closets with pillows and blankets, but they've always slept on my shit. I done gave everything to the best.